Here we go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Cards and coffee here. Okay, I got my little spiel started here for you this morning. And I wanted to talk into knowing your own self-worth. Not only knowing your own self-worth, but being able to, you decide what everything is worth. That is a power you have. And I'm going to explain this as best I can with my favorite rocks. So, my absolute favorite rock is not the one that you saw in the picture. This is my absolute favorite rock. I was driving on the Blue Ridge Mountains, and we had stopped in this little spot. They have little cuts that you can park in. There was a trail, and I found an old Confederate cemetery. And then on the way back, I noticed up in the woods there was a creek. And I like to take pictures as well. I'm a novice photographer because my grandfather was into photography, so I was kind of into it for a while. And I climbed up there to take a picture, and of course, the Blue Ridge is just chock full of crystals and rubies, and you can find all kinds. Good morning. Morning, Crystal. Just telling the story about where I found this rock. And I found it in the Blue Ridge Mountains in a creek. And yeah, I found a couple. I find, you guys are with me on this. I'm a rock collector, so a whole bunch. This one I found, and it's my absolute favorite. It is a natural cut pyramid. It was worn down by rolling down the creek. It was carved by nature. Okay? Now, almost equal to this rock is this rock. And this is a purple rainbow fluorite. And it even has, I don't know if you can even see it in the camera. Can you see it? No, you can't see it in the camera. Oh, wait, there it is. There it is. You see it? Boom. Boom. Someone didn't even know. I found this in a thrift store for $8. And yeah, she's a little scratched. I have a very ritzy. Hilton Head's really super wealthy, so people just discard stuff like this all the time here. So she does got scratches, and it's not as polished and shiny as it was when it first came out. But the person who gave it away had no idea what that V mark, that perfect V mark in it was. And the fact that I had this actually appraised, and they told me if I cleaned it up, this $8 stone that I found at the thrift store that was labeled as $8 is actually a $250 stone. I didn't know that. I just liked it because it was a rock pyramid. It was crystal. It was pretty. And I knew rainbow fluorite comes with a lot of good attributes and properties and qualities, right? This one is mostly actually quartz. It's got some citrine mixed into it. This is just natural, carved by the earth, and that's it. I determine the worth of these things for me. I find them. I like to find crystals that don't know their worth, and then I bring them home and I add them to my crystal grid. And that's kind of what I do on the 5D too. I find lost wandering souls that don't know their worth. And then I pretty much just tell them how wonderful they are and send them boatloads of love until they realize they get to determine what their worth is. I can choose to tell people that rock is $8, or I could choose to tell them it's a $250 rock. The value is in my perception, not anybody else's. And that goes for you guys too. Your value is your perception of you, not anybody else's. You determine the value of things. You determine the value of your partner. You choose how valuable they are. You choose whether you want to see them as a valuable asset to you or detrimental. Now, of course, if they're hurting you or anything. And it's a toxic relationship. You're going to want to, you want to evaluate why you want to stay in a relationship with someone who makes you feel horrible. But if you're in a relationship with someone who makes you feel wonderful and amazing all the time, and everybody else tells you that person is worthless, you determine it. If their vices aren't hurting you and you can see past their pain and their hurt, and they can see past your pain and hurt and little things like that, and you guys can work together, then you determine the worth of them. You don't let anybody else tell you that your partner's worthless. All right. You guys ready for some cards? The first card I got here, showing revenge. And that's some low vibey stuff, revenge. Wanting revenge on somebody. You have no idea the intentions that you're casting out to the universe when you are doing that. When you are angry at somebody, I just put a post about this the other day too. I said, anger is the same low vibe frequency as fear, baby. It is. It is the same low vibey frequency. It will have you stuck in a little toxic net yourself, because you are unintentionally, even if you're not planning or plotting revenge, if you're constantly dwelling on this negative grudge or anger from past or whatever happened, not only are you subliminally casting at them, you are also manifesting that energy and rolling it through you as well. So that's like hexing. You're hexing yourself anytime you try to hex somebody else. That's just 100% how it works. If you don't agree with that, bounce out. It's nothing to do with some entity named karma coming to attack you if you do a negative casting spell. No, if you draw up negative energy and project it out into the universe, it will come back to you. That's just 100% how it works. Stay away from that kind of energy if you want your life to genuinely change. You have to. I mean, that's why the message from all the greats are forgive and let go. Or, you have to. And forgiveness, it's not that you forgive the person for what they did if they did something terrible to you. They're still a shitty person. But don't you want to release yourself from being connected to that person? Because being connected to that kind of energy is keeping you from continuing on the path of developing who you are and allowing yourself to adapt and change and shift and move with the universe. You need to take some time in sanctuary to really focus on where your mind goes. I had this conversation with a friend yesterday too. We were talking about just past people that have done some very weird and shady things. And it's like, it's like the only reason I talk about it now is I can talk about it without getting angry, not mad. That was a big one for me. Actually, that was a big one. That's one of the ones after I got out of the pain frequency. I did get stuck in an anger one for a while. And I kept saying it. I was like, just don't want to be angry anymore, man. I'm just tired of being mad. It was exhausting. Everything irritated me. That's what irritates me with the world right now, is just everybody's so hell-bent on fighting each other all the time. And it's like, that's just, if you want to get on and you want to get through this, we got to stop dividing everybody up. I'm getting a little sick of things like Pleiadians thinking they're the best aliens in the universe, and dividing everybody into categories and telling everybody what they are. And, it's fun when you're doing those things on your path and you're trying to find your tribe and what you're connected with and stuff like that. But the moment you hit a cluster that tries to make you, that they'll tell you you're whatever, you're Pleiadian or Arcturian, or you know what I'm talking about, or you join a coven, but they immediately start this thing where they're judging everybody and they feel better than everybody else. Watch out for that energy. That's that divide energy. That's that fear energy. That's that energy that leads to things like this. That's why covens fall apart all the time for witches. That's why I'm a solitary practitioner. I do the online coven, Coven the Silver Cord, but that coven is a coven of solitary practitioners. Our main thing is solitary, but not alone. Why do we do that? Because we prefer sanctuary. Honestly, we prefer sanctuary. And it's too hard to avoid that toxic energy and that's the other thing too. This isn't just if you're angry at somebody else. If someone's mad at you, you need to figure out how to cut that energy cord with them. You can't, you got to find a way to release your attachment to their anger at you, because that's affecting your frequency too. I tell people who are early into magic with that, they were like, oh, someone hexed me. Someone hexed me. Someone hexed me. Well, they can only hex you. One, you have to believe they can. Two, you have to have some bit of guilt. You have to. Oh, don't get all heated because I said that. I know that's going to trigger some of you witches today. Hexes only work if you have a little bit of guilt that you actually did do something wrong. So maybe you need to take some sanctuary and think that out, because you even got boom, 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 judgment. So it's not happy. There's that's judgment. That's what's blocking your pentacles. Can't help it, guys. I know I started out with the rock thing and knowing your worth, but knowing your worth is also owning up to all your stuff. This forgiveness stuff doesn't just go for other people. You got to forgive yourself for the mistakes you've made too. You have to see the mistakes you made and figure out how to, the forgiveness goes for you too. Forgiveness goes for you too. This is a judgment card. We're not meant to judge other people or to be judged. The only thing you should be working on is you. And it's blocking your 10 of Pentacles, whatever guilt you may be holding on to, or fear or anything like that. All that is going to keep you from your, from manifesting any type of abundance or love into your life. If you hurt somebody in the past, you do need to go inside and figure out how to heal that connection. See? Hermit's showing itself. Damn. These shifts are meant to do this. And now we're coming into Leo season, so things are starting to brighten up. On one level. I know the world seems like it's in chaos right now. But on the other dimensions, things are shifting very quickly, and those who are connected in them are feeling those energy shifts in very positive ways. But you have to be doing the inner work. You have to be able to let go of that guilt. Let go of, well, you know what? Back to the rocks. Let go of your imperfections. Let go of your judgment on yourself. Let go of the judgment on others. Allow others to be who they are. Be who you are. Forgive yourself for your past. If you did terrible things, you're not that person anymore. You do not have to be who you were yesterday just because other people expect you to. That makes sense. You're allowed to change. You're allowed to be different. Change is the point. You know, we're humans. We're one of the fastest evolving creatures on the planet. We can't afford to be stagnant. Shouldn't be sitting still. Should always be moving forward. So, let go of judgment. It's blocking your abundance in any area that you're looking for. That is what is stealing your joy out of your life and lowering your frequency. Let go of it, and then, boom, Ace of Pentacles come in. As soon as you let go of whatever guilt or hate or whatever it is you're holding on, that opens the door for that opportunity in this dimension to come through for you. Princess of Swords. Be mindful of your words, as always. Try to be as... See, the Princess of Swords gets herself in a lot of trouble. She's not as good at it as the Queen of Swords or the King of Swords. King of Swords is almost an unemotional nightmare, but he's very smart and very concise with his words. The Queen of Swords, she's very good with her words, very eloquent. The Princess is a little bit more immature. She can snap and cut you with her words if she is not careful. So this is a matter of when someone's engaging into an argument with you and you see that that argument's not going to go anywhere. If you sense that it doesn't matter what you say, it's not going to change their mind, put down the sword. Just put it down. Put it down. I've said this in other videos. If you walk up on somebody and they go, oh my God, the sky is purple and everybody thinks it's blue. And you go, well, no, scientists say it's blue because, it reflects the water and da-da-da-da-da. And then there's people who believe it's a co-created thing, but everybody believes it's blue, so it's blue. And no, it's purple. Just be like, okay, the sky is purple. And then move on with your day. There's no sense in arguing with them. That was a meme that was going around too. It was like they asked a wise man, he goes, what's the secret to peace? He goes, don't argue with fools. And the guy said, I don't agree with that. And the wise man said, you're right. And went on with this conversation. Lovers reversed. Eight of Wands. Need to move on from the past. I've talked about this too. I was actually talking about this last night with Rob. Once certain lines are crossed, lines like infidelity or abuse, once those lines are crossed, they can never be uncrossed. The word cannot be taken back after it's said. And you can't. It's like taking a pristine piece of paper and crumpling it all up. Whoever did the indiscretion or whatever it was that ended to the end of this breakup, move past it. You can't build back up on that. You can't. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if your parents have been married 80 years and your dad cheated on your mom 50 years ago and they're over it and they're fine. No, they're not. No. I guarantee they had that argument behind closed doors all the time. And the mother probably suffered from severe depression from it or vice versa. However that goes. Now, that's my personal opinion on that. This is for whatever reading is happening right now. The you or the other person, somebody's not going to let that go. And you got to move on from it. And I'm just going with that too, also because I got the revenge card here at the beginning. So, yeah, this is someone's hurt and jaded on one side of this connection that's going on. And everybody needs to move past it, distance yourself from it, get away from it. Don't feed it anymore. Don't dwell in those frequencies, guys. You're too good for it. You're too good for it, for sure. Oh, man. Got water again. Hello, they come out themed for me. Work with the element of water for healing, purification, and refinement. I've been loving it. We've been having our summertime down here every day. We've been getting thunderstorms between like 1 and 3. Last night it was late. Last night it was like 6:30, but almost every evening they pop up for a minute or two. Cleanse yourselves. Look up the element of water. Look up some rituals involving water. Drink your water. It's good for you. Your body needs it. You can't just drink other artificial stuff all the time. You really should try, perhaps even think of detoxing your body too. Sometimes storing toxins in your body by eating crap and drinking crap all the time also kind of keeps you stuck on these negative frequencies, and it causes you to judge yourself. It does. It does. If you feel like you have a weight problem, stop eating McDonald's, because that's dragging in that guilt frequency. Nobody goes into McDonald's without a little tinge of guilt in their head, especially if there's someone who's been working on their weight and their health. I had that argument with somebody the other day too. That's not fat shaming, guys. And the reason you're so triggered by that is because you're judging yourself. You're judging yourself. No one else is shaming you. You feel shame, and you're lashing out and triggered at people. I know health is a major topic right now because, yeah, people are dying globally around the world, and people don't want to take accountability for the fact that they're on health. I mean, I saw a guy on the news the other day, and then they were talking about, he died of the virus and because he couldn't breathe and blah, 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 blah. And he had no underlying health issues. And then they showed a picture of him, and he was like 250-something pounds. That's an underlying health issue. I'm not shaming you. I know it's rough. I know all of that. I have hypothyroidism and all that other stuff, and I have to work my ass off just to maintain this. I'm not super skinny. I'm not. I love me for the size I am now, because I'm healthy and happy in this size. And you guys should really be focusing on you, your health, and all of that. We get into a very bad habit of, once we feel we have, especially in relationships, you feel you have someone locked down, of just letting yourself go. And it's not cool. You need to figure out why you're doing that to yourself, because that's leading to a lot of this shame and guilt energy I'm picking up this morning. Achievement. Cleanse and heal yourself. Detox. Make yourself feel good. Earn that achievement. If you want it, you have to take. Where'd you go? Earth card. Number 1 Earth card. You have to take steps. You have to actually use your body to do physical movements. This is your magic wand given to you from the universe to create with. Your brain, the crystal in the tip. Come on, guys. You want the achievement? You have to actually do something for it. You have to actually show up and do the work. Sucks, I know. And you have to not worry about what everybody else is doing. And there you go. abracadabra with wings, fantastic good fortunes, and lucky chances. I'm telling you guys, get out there, start making moves. If it's not like a weight thing, it's a spiritual thing. Go out and do something spiritual then. Go out and the universe can't bring you nothing if you're just sitting in your house watching YouTube readings all day. I mean, I love you guys. I really, really do. But the universe can't bring nothing into you if you're just going to hide in a hole or in your cell phone all the time. You have to actually look up and look around and engage with the world around you. Right? You got to help find some crystals and bring them to the grid. All right. I think that kind of sums up everything that we've got for today. Blessed be all those who walk these paths with me. I do love you guys. You have a beautiful day, Crystal. I'll talk to you tomorrow.